Ooh, baby.
Just. Oof. Got a disjointed one for you this week. We don't know what we're talking about. We talk over each other. We fight a little bit. We don't even talk about JoJo Siwa coming for Gottmik's gig.
Karma's a bitch. Voicemails, New York updates. Tonight is Sloppy Seconds live in Bushwick at the Sultan Room. This Friday is Fat Slut. Baby, we're in the city right now. I was in the 212.
When do you fly out?
We'll talk about it on the show.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Enjoy the episode. Bye.
Oh.
Mom!
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom, you end up with us. Sloppy seconds. Oh, diva.
Our number is 213-536-9180. Our email is sloppyseconds@gmail.com. Now on with the show. I use stuff she's stupid little fuck she nuts little fuck she dirty little fuck she stupid little fuck. So I'm sloppy second of Big Dipper meatball and that's Big Dipper.
gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
Come.
You want to say come?
I love cum. Not as much as Jan.
Jan loves cum. Did
Jan
we ever
loves
send that
cum.
to her for approval? Or did we just post that with her just talking about cum?
No, I had chatted with her about it on the day, and I was like, Jan, you're revealing a lot. She was like, I'm ready to. That was a great episode.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
Did I ever
I was
send
living
it?
the Janesy.
Did you listen back to it before it got published?
No, why? What did I do?
You heavily critiqued Coco Montrese in her Vegas residency.
Oh, no!
And then you were like, okay, great. Now let's take a break. And then you like went in more. And I was like, so I guess the first part she wants on the show. Because the second part was aggressive.
Listen, I love that Vegas show. I've seen it 3 times now, 4 times.
Wow. I'm jealous.
Twice Coco Montrese has been in it. And I stand by what I said.
It's like Willem when he's like, the hair could be bigger. You're like, the leggings could be better.
I'm just saying, if I were her, I'm not telling her what to do. I'm saying if I were her in that scenario, and I have been in that scenario, where I was on a tour and everyone's costumes were a little bit more elevated than mine, I thought, next time I do this, I'm going to make sure that I spend a lot more money on my costume so that I don't stand out as like not having the nice costume. And that's where I'll leave that. And she can fight me if she wants to.
I'd pay for that. I'd love to see that.
I mean, she's definitely a way better drag queen than I am. So like, I don't know, like it's not like there's a competition. I'm just like objectively seeing something. This is like the time that my parents came to Fat Slut Austin and one of the queens kind of didn't really do a very good job. And my dad was like, she was the worst one. And I was like, she's actually technically the most famous one. And he was like, well, she wasn't good. And like, objectively,
she wasn't good. And then he took his phone and he swung it in his hand and he hit it right on that clip.
And then he took his iPad and tucked it right into his vest sweater.
And then he pulled that hair tie out of
that
his
ponytail and he whipped it around. He said, "This is what she should have done. This is what I want to say."
I love that. No, it is the kind of thing. I just was recently having the conversation where we talking about. Oh no, I was out to dinner with a friend and we were talking about the whole like Io and Deborah J-Lo, podcast.
Wait, was
Lacey
the friend
Mosley?
You can believe it. Was it Lauren Lapkus?
Yeah.
Okay. Weird. Someone that worked at that restaurant texted my friend.
I knew there were like 4 gay dudes who were like slightly berry. And I was just like, I'm sure we all know each other. Say hi. Don't just look at us.
There's a gay dude that works at...
What did they say? They texted you?
Oh, they just said that you were there with Lauren Lapkus and they thought it was so crazy. And I was like, they're friends from like high school. He took her to prom and then promptly ignored her at prom. The old Dipper way.
gonna have a
I know.
baby in 2 weeks.
Well,
And we were
she looked prego when we saw that when she did Buns in the Oven, that improv show. And that was
yes.
like a month ago.
And so we went out and she got steak, appetizers, fries, and then she was like, let's go get ice cream. And I was like, this is the bitch I'm trying to hang out with. I need third trimester pregnant Lauren to go eat with.
Oh yeah.
But you were saying, sorry.
Oh, what was I saying? Oh, there's a gay dude that works at Home State. And one time he went, ooh, ah, at me. And my friend went, what the fuck was that? And I was like, oh, it's from the podcast. You don't listen.
And your friend was like, you have a podcast. You have
No,
a
but then there's
solo
another.
you have a
Wait, there's
solo
like this.
podcast?
There's one really hot guy that works at Home State, and I'm always too nervous to flirt with him. And he definitely doesn't listen, and I don't know what to do about that. Thoughts, concerns?
You want to flirt with him, but
he's also like at work.
Well, okay, so I used to be a barista. It was one of my favorite jobs I had for a while, and I loved flirting. And how I got the job was after college.
Sucking dicks and cocks.
Sucking dicks and cocks. After college, I was living at home with my parents, and I got a job in Chicago. So I'm from Evanston, so I was living in Evanston, and I would drive into the city every day, like, 45 minutes, whatever, to this job. And it was like at a theater company, and it was kind of an office. And so I was like trying to figure out what I would wear as a young professional, which has just divulged now to t-shirt and basketball shorts.
Oh, I thought you meant as a young professional. It's t-shirt and jeans.
As a young professional, I was like, okay, do I wear like a short sleeve button down shirt and a tie? Do I wear like fun jeans and like a button down, like a full button down shirt and a blazer? Like I was trying to figure out what it was, and it eventually just turned into t-shirt and shorts. But anyhow, I would go to this coffee shop all the time. And I would flirt with this one guy, and he would always comment on my outfits because, like, I was starting a job. I was like a gay dude, 22, 23 years old, like working at a queer theater company, like trying out my fashion, right? I was like really going for it. So he's always like comment, be like, look at that outfit. Like, you look great. Like, all this stuff. And I was just flirting with him so hard. And then eventually one day he was like, oh, hold on a second. And he brought this lady over and he was like, I want you to meet my wife. She is, like, I talk about you all the time. So great. Like, oh, let's all meet together. But because I became friends with them after I quit the theater job, because I was like, I can't work in an office, I got the barista job through them because I had been flirting so much. And then eventually, once we were like coworkers, I just told him, I was like, I flirted with you for 9 months, sir. And he was like, I'm not gay. So all that to be said, I think people.
So I should say I like your outfit, even though he's in a uniform. I believe.
No, I just think people who. And then when I was a barista, I'm getting there, and I am going to get back to the J-Lo thing that I started with.
What J-Lo thing?
The Iowa Debris and the J-Lo thing.
Oh, right.
I think people who work in the service industry, I don't think they're asking for it. I'm not saying that, but I don't. You ever shop at Trader Joe's?
Yes, and they want it.
So I do think they're in a position where like a little friendly banter and a little light flirting is totally acceptable. And then what you do is you do that at the counter, or you give him the old giggle or whatever. And then you see like maybe he brings by some queso and drops it at the table. Or maybe when you're leaving, he makes sure to say like, okay, leopard print shirt, see you next time.
This is
like,
a bathrobe.
Okay, bathrobe. See you next time.
Really make a statement. I show up in my bathrobe.
Yeah, that's right. So I don't think it's like beyond the realm of possibility to flirt with someone when they're on their job, especially if they're like customer facing. Just don't be like gross about it. Don't be like, you ever get your dick sucked at work here in the bathroom?
Whoa, I don't even think Home State has a bathrobe. I hear you.
They don't have a bathrobe? You've got a bathrobe.
I got a bathrobe.
You hear me and you see me.
I hear you. I see you. I just still think. I think the thing is I'm more nervous because I don't know. Again, you're just like, just flirt with him, and I'm like, what would you say? What would you say? He's nice. He makes my iced coffee real good, and I say, thanks.
You could say something like, when you're not here, the iced coffee is bad, so thank you for always making it nice for me. You're looking out for me, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, you really listen when I say light ice.
Yeah. I can tell you're a good listener. The problem is...
Do you ever get your dick sucked in the back?
Yeah, exactly. The
I can
problem
tell
is...
you're a good listener. Let me suck it.
No, the problem is when you are in drag at the club.
I just go,
let me see meat!
Take the meat out!
You go, here, I brought a kitchen scale. How much does the package weigh? Like, you're given real over the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so you kind of have to... This happened to me one time. I think it was like one of those big weekend in Palm Springs moments. And so you're like at the CCBC, and then you go to the sex club, and then you're at some party where you look over and someone's getting their dick sucked on the dance floor. Then I'm like at the grocery store or like at the gym, and you're surrounded by people, and there's hot people there, and you go like, you have to like remind yourself like, this is not a sex space. This is like, you can't just like walk up to someone and be like, what's the hog about?
Take it out, put it in my mouth. You want a warm haul?
You got to remember where you are and then talk to them appropriately. So the J-Lo thing, should I go back to that?
Yeah, go back to that. We just sold out of all the extra tickets for Fat Slut. It's been 1 hour.
Amazing! Congrats. Now, if you don't have a ticket to Fat Slut and you're listening to this right now and you're in Brooklyn, Meatball Cannibal... No, I'm just kidding. But there are still, 20 tickets left for the podcast?
Our live show? Yeah. So, yeah. So I'm very excited for the live show. I think it'll be great. I'm wondering, should I do I want to do that number just at Fat Slut, but if people aren't able to see it at Fat Slut, the one where I do the brunch from hell.
We could have, I want to talk about that in the second segment. We could tell everyone to put their phones down at the live show so that you don't ruin it for Friday.
Yeah, we could do that.
You could do it in both places.
That would be fun.
But anyways, Theta Hamill, Macy Rodman, NymphoWars podcast. They're going to be our special guests. There are about 20 at the time of recording this, which is Friday. There are about 20 tickets left for the live show. Today is Tuesday, so the live show is happening tonight. But if you're on your morning commute and you're thinking, wow, these two really know how to banter. When I go home to Brooklyn tonight, you know what? I'm going to pop over to the Sultan Room and go to that live show. You do that. Doors are at 7, shows at 8, baby. Come on.
Yeah, there's a bar next door.
There's a bar in the venue.
And there's a bar in the venue. Well, I mean for after. Because remember last time...
before, you could get kebab.
Okay, so yeah, and the food there is so good.
Oh, yeah.
But I remember I was literally dying that day.
Well, you do recall that was the 5th episode of podcasting that we had done in a 48-hour period.
And I think I went out the night before. But I will tell you what I did do. I immediately went back to my friend Renee's home. And then I showered, took off my makeup, and went straight to the club.
Because that's where that iconic photo of you sort of doing the drag mouth in full beat out front of the club. You know the one? Yeah, that's where that photo comes from. Okay, the J-Lo thing.
J-Lo, Miss J-Lo.
I'm going to finish my point. You talking about Coco.
Harmless.
Feels like us talking about the Grinch live or Io talking about J-Lo. Like, we're just consuming pop culture and saying it back on the mic. The problem is, the longer we do this and the more people we meet, soon enough we start rolling in those circles. I'm not saying we just won a Golden Globe and our hosting
shiny
SNL
spandex would look better. Like, is it a matte jersey knit pant?
I'm with you 100%. I don't want to unpack your point. I'm just saying.
I feel like that's something she could buy just at a Lululemon.
But
it doesn't even need to be custom.
They don't do shiny at Lululemon.
Sure they do. I'm sure they do. I don't know. It could be anywhere. You can go probably on Amazon.com.
That's right. So I just think it is interesting that the longer we talk about things and people, the more sort of overlap we might have with them in real life.
And you know what? I'm willing to.
Like we used to
I
talk
don't
about
think that this is
Jan.
a big enough. I don't think that this is a big enough deal for her to get mad at me. I think
I
if she
don't think
looked
so
inside,
either. I'm
she would
moving
think the same
away
thing.
from I'm moving away from you talking about Coco and just saying in general, as we talk about the world, we will encounter those people.
Yeah. So no one send this to her. Well, it's not like she would be able to open it if she could. If she got.
If you put a filter on it, she might be able to open it.
I had a dream. All right. Why don't we take a break?
Okay. If you love to shop, listen up! Have you heard of Rakuten?
With Rakuten, you get cash back and rewards on almost everything you buy. Just from shopping.
Exactly. Clothes, athletic wear, pet supplies. I'm talking about Gap, Adidas, and even Petco.
So I can buy a look, get new shoes, snag the cat some cute toys, and get cash back.
That's right. And you can even stack those rewards on top of sales and coupons.
That's cool.
It is cool.
But how does it work?
Well, partner stores pay Rakuten to send them shoppers, and then Rakuten passes on some of that money to the members.
Rakuten is really doing the most, huh? Love it.
Yeah, in the best possible way. Plus, Rakuten has 17 million members who are already saving. So, you can become one of them today.
Join for free at Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app to start saving money now.
That's Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app today.
And get yourself some Rakuten.
Weight Loss by Hims is here to help you reach your goals.
Hims now offers access to an affordable range of FDA-approved GLP-1 medications that are designed to support you in losing the weight and keeping it off, including the Wegovy pill and the Wegovy pen.
GLP-1s help regulate your appetite and eat less.
With Wegovy at Hims, lose up to 20% or more of your body weight when combined with diet and exercise.
And no needles needed. Wegovy is the first ever GLP-1 pill for weight loss.
And through Hims, you can just go online where you'll connect with a licensed provider who will determine if the treatment is right for you.
No insurance necessary either, and if prescribed, your medication is delivered right to your door.
Ready to reach your goals? Visit hims.com/sloppy seconds to get a personalized, affordable plan that gets you.
That's HIMS.com/sloppy seconds.
hims.com/sloppy seconds.
Weight Loss by Hims is not available in all 50 states. Wegovy is the registered trademark of Novo Nordisk AS.
To get started and learn more, including important safety information, Wegovy clinical study information, and restrictions, visit hims.com.
You know, lately I have been trying to keep my wardrobe simple. I want pieces that are comfortable, but they still feel like put together like an outfit, and that's why I'm always reaching for my Quince items.
The fabric feels elevated, the fits are clean, and Quince makes getting dressed so easy.
Quince has all the staples for spring, like 100% European linen shirts and shorts starting at just $34.
They're lightweight and breathable, but still look polished. I have a bunch of their Pima cotton tees, and they're super soft and easy to wear and very breathable for the summer, for the sweaty body.
I just rediscovered this pair of linen shorts that I have that are so comfortable from Quince. You know when like something gets buried accidentally? I pulled these out and I was like, what have I been doing? Not wearing these!
And the linen doesn't wrinkle.
Period.
Plus, everything is priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands because Quince works directly with ethical factories and cuts out the middleman.
Refresh your everyday with luxury you'll actually use.
Go to quince.com/sloppy for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too.
That's QUINCE.com/sloppy for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/sloppy.
Get yourself some Pima cotton!
Quince.
Quince. At Quince.
We all have days when we want to eat well, but just don't have the time or the energy to plan, shop, and cook.
That's exactly where Factor comes in. They deliver fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs right to your door.
With Factor, you can stay on track with your nutrition goals, whether that's high protein, balanced meals, or overall wellness, without any extra effort.
The meals are fresh, never frozen, and ready in just 2 minutes, which makes it easy to fit into your routine.
You know, I love coming home after a long day and having a tasty and filling Factor meal. It's waiting for me, and I don't have to worry about shopping. It's quick and easy, and one less thing I need to think about when I get home.
You know, I'm feral for fish right now, and I always get my fix with Factor. I recently had their scampi-styled shrimp and salmon, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint.
So get Factor today and start enjoying delicious and nutritious meals.
Head to factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50off and use code sloppyseconds50off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box with new subscription only, while supplies last until September 27th, 26. See website for more details.
That's factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50, like the number, off. Sloppy Seconds 50 off.
And we're back.
I need you to acknowledge that you understand the point I'm trying to make.
Yes, I fully understand the point that you're trying to make. And I'm just trying to derail it and just keep talking about what I'm saying. And I do agree. The more that we talk about things, so you have to be, it's like, I mean, we will never be on the level of Las Culturistas, but like we can't talk about, it's like when Tina Fey was on that pod.
Yes.
And she was saying like, Matt Rogers, you have one more year and then you don't get to say anything negative about anything. Like eventually we will not be able to speak negatively about gay things. There's already some stuff right now that I feel like we can't talk negatively about.
Say them.
Will you bleep them?
I can bleep them, yeah.
I feel like I can't speak negatively about anyway. I feel like we can't talk badly about
Uh-huh.
I feel like we can't speak ill of well, I guess technically legally.
Yes.
Like there's things that we literally just can't talk about, but I would if I could.
Yes. I feel that. I feel that. Yeah. It's interesting. I mean, it's just an interesting way to navigate the world. I think that podcasting started as one thing and it has evolved into the other. And I love doing this with you. And I love how real I think we are. I mean, clearly, hello, like, speak our minds, make mistakes, learn from those mistakes. At least that's been my experience, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and the podcast is like full of receipts, but it is meant to be. I mean, the shows that I like are not innocuous, boring shows that don't ever have an opinion. The shows that I like are people impassionately being themselves and being vulnerable and being human. So I hope that we continue to be that.
We're just two regular guys living in Los Angeles.
We're just two bridge trolls trying our best.
Trying to make it work out here under these bridges.
Can you, because you texted me a bunch, but I had a lot going on. Can you break down? Well, actually, let me. Can I play you a voicemail real fast?
Yeah. And indeed you can.
And indeed, go ahead and do it.
I love that. This one's really for Meatball. Meatball, I am a college student. I go to school in D.C., and I am from Virginia. So I have actually been at a show with the incomparable, the often imitated but never duplicated Armani Braxton from the famed drag brunch incident. And let me say this. At that show, it was a benefit show at my school. I don't know how she got on the list, but she also did not wear shoes at that time. And you also could see her boy underwear through her costume at that time. Anyway, I hope this helps. I have been obsessed with those videos. It's consumed me the past days. All right. Goodbye.
Hope this helps.
Thanks. Here's what I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna tell someone else's story. You know what I mean?
Uh,
This is really a story for Queen Amon, I believe is her name. Hold on, let me look.
I think there are gonna be people who listen to this show who don't know what this is, and I really know it from just like 2 tweets that you sent me and a couple of Instagram stories I watched. So I was hoping that you
Okay,
could just
I'll
at
give you a
least.
rundown, but we will be doing a journalistic investigation into this.
Oh, we will. Have you
And
reached out to people?
yes, Miss Queen Amon Dupree is down.
Okay.
Robin Fierce was briefly on a flyer. And so I feel like we should have a talk with her about what that correspondence was and to which she. So what happened was
Well, then
this is
just give the cliff notes, because if we're gonna do a deep dive, we should do it.
okay. I suggest that everyone go and follow at Queenie QUEENIE_Iman IMAN on Instagram. She released a 14-part tweet story where she describes the experience of being part of what is now being called the drag brunch from hell. It was a drag brunch put together by this queen named Armani Braxton, who is now in jail for failing to appear in court for theft.
What? No.
Yeah, so, I'm dying. So this queen put on this brunch, and it looks like it was put on in like a nail salon or something. Like the room is not a brunch room, and she was selling the tickets for $50 a ticket, and the food came out on paper plates. It was late and cold, and they ran out of orange juice for the mimosas. It was just like a terrible brunch, and she can't perform. Like she's performing in this Amazon leotard, which our good friend Jeremy Feist from Just for Fans sent me it, and I will be wearing it in New York City this weekend or this week.
Did you take it out?
Of the bag, yeah, and I slid it onto my body.
You
No,
said
I
it
know what
didn't
you mean.
fit you.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I'm gonna add some panels later today. It's an interesting outfit. So she performs this outfit, but she's like not padded. She's in a black biker shorts underneath this Amazon bodysuit, and she's just kind of throwing her body around, and she doesn't know the words to any of the songs she's performing. And it's just like the videos are what make it so funny because it's like all the people in the audience are like, I paid $50 for this and it's awful. And she's awful. And I don't know if the other girls in the show were awful. I know that Queenie was in one show, I believe. But you really have to like look into it. Well, we will deep dive with her, but just get your eyes on this story, everybody. If you have a Twitter, I believe you could just look up Drag Brunch from Hell.
And this was in the
DC tri-state area, I believe.
They call it the DC metro area, is what they say over there.
Oh, the DMV.
The DC metro area. Yeah, the DMV, baby.
Um,
Yeah, go off. Because the other thing that she has is like a titty bib on, which is
but
kind of
it's a titty
crazy
bib
to
for a
have.
white lady.
It is. It's kind of crazy to have a titty bib, and then no shoes and no pads.
But then she performed another song later where she's just in a pair of Ugg boots and no pads. And this queen, okay, so the way she got people into this is she was like, girl, I'm teaming up with BET. We're making a show out of this. Like, we're going to take this on the road, baby. We're going to be performing in large theaters. So if you want to be a part of all that with me, you got to do this one show with me. And then she like canceled the second brunch because no one was buying tickets for a $50 brunch for paper plates.
Loves to be on the floor.
The floor work is
the moment she stands up, she drops right back down to the floor.
Did you see the one where she's doing wait, what song is she performing? I'm a big diva. I'm a big diva. And then it just like
I'm a big diva?
I'm a diva. Whatever. They just cut the song off for her.
Are you a
like
Beyonce
they just
fan?
No. And they just say no.
I'm a big diva. I'm a big diva.
They just like end her music and she looks at the DJ like, what? What?
I am obsessed with this and I'm very excited to do some interviews surrounding this. So if anyone has any tips, any contacts, if anyone feels like being a research assistant and can find court documents
Yes.
Honey, send
I
us
want to
the
know why
receipts.
she's in jail currently. If anyone has a way to contact her in jail, I would love to get her side of the story from
I'm
across the
also obsessed
bars.
with the way that she lip syncs, which is sort of like
Not really lip syncing.
it's like, you know, when you feel like you're really serving in your head, but then if you like catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror and like your lips are essentially just like quivering a little bit or like a slight bounce, but they're nowhere near forming words.
She does this one thing where she kind of jumps sideways and slides onto the floor. That's the move I'm most concerned about. I'm not going to do that on the bad hip.
Get on the good foot. And
But I feel like that's the good move. And then she kind of rolls and whips. Oh,
Let's call up Queenie for next week, honestly.
Yeah, we'll just do that.
Well, thank you for giving us all of that information. Like I said, this episode comes out on Tuesday, April 9th, the day of our live show in New York, and we will both be in New York, and we're gonna be in New York for like a full week. What are you looking forward to? I'm seeing Jinx and Little Shop.
I'm seeing Jinx and Little Shop on the 13th.
Slay.
When are you seeing it?
Before that.
When?
On the 11th.
Okay, why are you being so weird about it?
I'm not.
Here you are. Hey, thumbs up.
And
a little redheaded lady dancing if he's being weird about this.
I'm not being weird. Everyone sent thumbs up with the top.
Yeah, you
arrow.
fucked that guy.
I did not, and I will tell you this. I've never actually met that dude. We just have chatted a lot.
Oh.
So, I was being playful, and I was leaning into... I was leaning into the drama for the sake of the show and entertainment. So everyone is.
Oh my God! What, you would do that on a podcast? You would
a slight
say something, slightly embellish a story. Speaking of stories that I would like to slightly embellish, what?
Nothing. I'm just recalling how awful that was a couple weeks ago.
Never mind. Don't talk about it. I went to the Eagle last night.
Oh yes, embellish
after going
this
to
for
see
us.
Problemista. What?
That could be our new thing. Oh yeah, embellish that for me.
Embellish that story for me. Okay, hold on. I went to go see Problemista, and it was so good.
Oh my gosh,
it's so good. I mean, you have to be into like really weird shit, but like it was good.
Out
and the story
in theaters,
was
good.
Yes. It was at the AMC. I went to the one in Americana. And then me and my friend Max were like, oh, let's go catch the last half hour of Bear Happy Hour.
Not even early. It's an early movie.
Yeah, we went at 6:00. And so I was like, let's catch the last half hour. So we go and we like circle the block, and you know how it's fucking impossible to park at the Eagle. And I was like, girl, we just got to park somewhere. So we parked like a couple blocks away. And I was like, you know how I get when I'm like, ooh, there's alcohol coming. I'll walk a little faster. I get a little pep in my step. So
it's like a cartoon, like the wafts of tequila, and like your nose lifts you up, and you're.
Yeah, we were basically parked by the McDonald's, and I was like, "Oh, we're gonna have to book it here." And so I started trying to walk really fast, and Max is just like walking at a regular pace, and I was like, "Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna walk normal. Like, we're gonna get there. It's gonna be fine. We will get a drink, and I will talk to people, and we'll be okay." We finally get to the bar. We walk in. We like kind of scope out the room a little bit and then walk up to the bar, and there's one person in front of us. And I was like, oh, great. There's not even a line. What a wonderful night. And like right before this guy in front of us decides to order, all the lights go out and you hear like a pop and the power goes out in the entire bar. And the guy in front of us goes, well, I look at the monitors, like the computer screens where they're like checking people out or whatever, like you pay for your drinks. And I went, oh, well, it's a cash bar and the computer's still on, so they'll still be running drinks, right? And the guy was like, we can't run drinks until the power's back on. And I was like, huh, huh. And so then they start looking around at the breaker boxes, and like the power is out everywhere, all over the bar, but not outside of the bar. Like the street lights are on, and all the neighboring businesses still have their lights on.
Oh, so it was like they popped the circuit or whatever.
Yeah. And so they go over, And I'm sorry, but for how manly those men are, they were a little scared of the circuit boxes.
Oop! You
Like,
better let those hoes
they wouldn't.
know.
I was like looking at it and like I don't know. I live in an old apartment, so like I'm kind of used to sometimes they pop when you like overload them, and
Right.
they like wouldn't switch them back on and off. They're like, we just have to buy a new circuit breaker, and I was like, I don't think you do. But anyway, so the bar closed and I didn't get a drink.
Oh man.
But I will tell you one thing: when there's no air flowing through the Eagle, if there's no air being pushed and pumped through, because
What's
we
the
were
smell
outside
like?
and we went back inside and it smelled just like straight up balls, like balls and ass.
Well, maybe was last night. Don't they do a party there called Stink with a Y?
That's called stank.
Stiank.
Yeah,
Maybe they were getting ready for Stink.
I don't know. I just wanted a cocktail, and then I came home and didn't have any booze at home, so I just kind of
Stared at the wall. What'd you do?
just made some edits on some posters and stuff. What did you do last night?
Just worked. I worked for a little bit,
Suck a dick.
and I did, in fact.
How often are you sucking a dick?
Now, you are just queuing up these motherfucking voicemails to a T.
Maybe he didn't fuck him, but what are the odds that he sucked his dick? I feel like the sheer data of Dipper's
Data.
sexual encounters would be really interesting just to look at. Like how many sexual encounters in between each test? What's the ratio between fuck to suck? Just like, what's the ratio to like number of men living or visiting Los Angeles that you've sucked or fucked? I feel like the data would be wild.
I mean, I don't keep a spreadsheet like our friend the cum dump from a couple episodes
Oh,
from
yeah.
last year. He just tweeted, he said,
Met my goal.
no, he tweeted, he said, I'm already at 100 loads in so far this year. So he said he's on track for 365 loads, but he wants to get to 400. No response. I don't know
my
how
whole hurts thinking about that.
I don't think about like I used to. I think when I first became a little more free and sex positive and slutty, there were like times when I would like have a slutty weekend and then I would like think back and recall and be like, oh wow, I like hooked up with 8 guys, over the course of these 3 days. And like I was really horny and blah blah blah. I don't really think about that anymore. I did suck maybe one of the biggest dicks I've ever sucked in my life last night. And he was like,
Show me a picture.
he was like,
Show me a
oh,
picture.
he was like, I know, I don't have a photo. He was like, I know, I know. I was like, this dick is crazy. Like, I had to like try 3 different angles to like figure out where it would work best. And then eventually he had to be standing over me because I couldn't actually like, if he was sitting down, I couldn't like
the
get
angle,
on
the
top
curvature.
of it enough. And I was like, your dick is so big. And he was like, I mean, it's what, and I was like, your dick is, he was like, there are a lot of big dicks in LA. It's like, it's big. I know it's big, but like, it's not so big. And I was like, you're my Everest. I literally said that. But like, it was crazy. And now this morning, I'm like, he like moved things around in my throat type of deal.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had like a sore throat. Well, never mind where I am now.
No, but like, okay, can we, because this is what we do on our show. You can have a sore throat, like a physically, muscularly sore.
Yes, it was sore from, yes.
Because you're not at home throwing dildos down your throat to warm up.
Who does that?
Girl, some of these motherfuckers do that. That's how they train their dragon.
Toothless.
just huge dildos down in their throat.
Disgusting.
Disgusting. But no, that's what I woke up with today. I was like, oh, my muscles on the side of my neck are like, they got stretched out last night from that fucking dick, dude. And he was really nice and cute.
Proud of that.
I am proud of that. I like I said, it was my Everest, and I was starting to think, I was like, oh no, he probably wants me to suck him for a long time. I might not be able to make him come. And then he like came right down my throat, and he was like, that was amazing. You definitely need to come back. And I was like, that is what I'm talking about. And I didn't feel like a troll.
Ridge Stroll. Because he looked ugly too?
No, because it was like he was hot, but it was like in the realm of like a bear sort of hot. Like it made sense. It wasn't so different and so sort of like shocking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, yesterday, I had been talking with this very hot man for a while on the apps, which I'm going to quit them. I think I've exhausted the use of them.
And then we're going to do the dating show, and then you're going to get married.
Probably not, but I'll have a fun couple months. And we like set up a hookup time. I got up in the morning, showered, headed to his home. And then when I got there, he goes, "Do you smoke?" And I went, "Like weed? Not really, but you can." He goes, "No, meth." And I was like, "No, I don't."
And
he goes,
"There it is."
He goes, "Oh, well, my dealer's coming over, and I was hoping that we could all smoke it together." And I was like, "No, no." So I had to leave.
Yeah.
How do you vet? How do you vet for that? Or like, why would you invite me over and then be like, also another person's coming over and we're gonna do drugs together? Like, clearly he's on drugs, so his brain is not working in the right way to like think that through. But it was such like a letdown.
It's like a little challenging to figure that out when it isn't explicit. Like, go off, sis, if you are right there in your profile pic surrounded by a cloud of smoke and you have all those little Tina emojis in your shit. Like,
none of that.
You're advertising it ahead of time. If you got that little lipstick and a dog, you're advertising.
People know.
You're letting people know. It is much more. I mean, like, it is an outrageous thing in the gay world to make the assumption that if you invite someone over and be like, yeah, my meth dealer is coming by, let's all smoke. Like, that's wild.
That's wild to involve me without even. But also, it's like maybe they just assume everyone does meth.
Well, I'm glad you got out of there.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't even make it into the apartment itself. I got into the apartment complex.
He said it outside of the unit?
No, he like opened his door and I was like, he just kind of looked off. And he was like, "Do you smoke?" Like, that was the first question out of his mouth. And his breath was like,
not his
bad.
Breath.
His breath was bad. And I was like, weed, but like, not really. It was just weird.
Well,
next call.
Did you hear about the earthquake in New York that happened this morning? We're recording this on Friday, April 5th.
Yes, I heard about it. And now I understand why they get so fucking annoyed when we in LA are like, "Oh, an earthquake. Oh, an earthquake. Oh, it's raining. Oh, it's raining. Oh, traffic. Oh, traffic." Like, I've every single person has been posting, "Was that an earthquake?" Like, shut the fuck up. Yeah, what you fucking know it was.
Wow.
Wow. And here I am in my robe.
Here I am in my robe trying to ask that man when he works at Homestay if he ever gets his dick sucked in the bathroom at the job.
Should I go there after this? I haven't had breakfast yet.
Oh, their breakfast tacos are so good. Okay, I have a fridge full of food, but literally just you saying that made me go like, well, I guess I could order some breakfast tacos. How fucked up?
Well, I'm going to go. I've never had them delivered. I've actually been trying to do this thing where it's like, if I order it, then I have to still go pick it up, which isn't, I know that's like not that much of a stretch. But to me, it's like, oh, well, then at that point, if the goal is to not leave the house, then I'll just eat what I have in the house. You know what I mean?
I'll give you a similar example
Of something that's not really
something
that.
that is not really an adjustment in behavior, but feels like it is. Which is last night, as I was driving home, I was like, "I'm hungry. I know there's
Let me
food
swing by the Arby's.
I know there's food at the house, but I was so hungry that I had the urge to just stop and get food or order food just because I didn't even want to make food. And I literally have a fridge full of food. And what I did was I stopped at the grocery store and got some ready-made meals that I could just eat immediately rather than like order a pizza or go through fast food. And I convinced myself that behavior was significantly better than ordering the food.
Well, let's break that down.
I got a Chinese chicken salad.
Okay, Sal. Well, yeah, I think maybe you got some
tenders,
healthier choices. Well, never mind.
Slightly healthier.
Why didn't you get grilled chicken?
Because they didn't. It wasn't. It was like either
It's
whole
definitely
chicken
there. Oh.
or the. And
well,
then
if you're just going home, you could take the whole chicken home. You got stuff for later.
True. But then I had celery
Mix a
sticks
little bit of it
with
some
it.
rice and broccoli. Celery sticks.
Yeah, I have like a bunch of celery, so I chopped them up and I had them with the, and then I also got macaroni salad. So I had
and there goes the
salad.
dino. And boom goes the dino.
And boom goes the mayonnaise. But I was like, in
you
my
really
head, I was
listed
like,
it off in like a way that I was like, oh, confused salad. Oh, a little chicken.
And then a bunch of brownies.
Some celery. Oh, and there it is.
But I really, in my head, I was like, oh, this is great. I'm going to the grocery store.
I was going to say, it's probably healthier.
It probably was healthier than whatever I would have ordered. Like if I had gone
But
through
what
the
I'm saying is like, what I'm
burger.
doing is a deterrent. It's like if I order it, then I have to go pick it up. And the problem is I don't want to leave. So then I end up just eating what I have at home.
Oh, so your problem is not the food that you're consuming. It's leaving the house? Girl, last weekend, I didn't leave the house at all. It felt amazing.
That's crazy to me. I can't do that. Oh, these guys hate me.
Hey, everyone. Trim your thumbnails. You know what I mean? Who are these guys?
Everest. They're coming to work on my leaky ceiling in my guest room. But it's just I parked where I wasn't supposed to park, and now they're mad at me because they can't park there. And I was like, I'll move my car, and then they're like, don't even worry about it.
But are they in? Oh, leaky ceiling, so they're working on the roof. They're not in the house.
They're not in the house. They're trying to find where the water is getting in first, and then they're going to come in and fix the inside.
I just think that people should trim their. Can I put pornography on your screen?
Oh, absolutely.
I just think people should trim their thumbnails. Like, to me, this is not a
okay. What I'm seeing,
dick pic.
I'm seeing a very thin and long penis.
I mean,
but the thumbnail is too long,
and there is clearly a line of dirt.
You can see a little dirt in there.
So that to me is like, I'm just
also his desk looks like a mess. There's so many loose wires hanging around. Like, sir, I know I'm looking at mine and I'm like, pill bottle, pill bottle, pill bottle.
Oh, so you keep your pill bottles on your desk? You have become me. Pill bottle.
No,
pill bottle,
I have 3 pill bottles. I have
12.
2 for pancreatitis and
14.
1 for PrEP.
I owe you a Descovy pill.
You sure do.
Just one.
Just the one.
All right, let's take a break. Next call.
Hey, Fox. If you can't tell, I'm sick right now, and that has to do with the story. So I have a sore throat right now, and I went to the doctor because I needed something for it, and he gave me lidocaine, which is literally the consistency of cum. So I was telling my friend this, and we both were like, I wonder if they use this in porn to deep throat. So I looked it up, and it's a thing. Like, you can get benzocaine or lidocaine spray for your throat. So then we were like, oh, I wonder if you could use it for, like, fisting. So, Dipper, that's where your expertise comes in. Is that a thing? Do you use, like, lidocaine or benzocaine spray for fisting? Also, next question, like, where are you going in there? I feel like you've talked about this before, but inquiring minds want to know. So thank you so much. Goodbye.
Classic riff.
Everything I've heard is to like not use any type of numbing agent, because if something starts to hurt or they're damaging something, you can't feel it. So I guess you could use it for deep throating, but like don't use too much.
I have a numbing spray that I use on my throat. I keep it in the car, and I give a little spritz when I'm.
I've seen it. It's in the front of your. It's just sitting next to the under the glove compartment, right? It's like red.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like
I've seen it.
antiseptic spray, which, you know, like when you have a sore throat and you're like coughing too much and your throat is like in so much pain, it's like a relief. But when you're just regular, it just sort of numbs that area, and it helps like deter the gag reflex. So I keep that in my car because I drive around and someone just reshared the Miss Pat clip where she says, "So you just drive around sucking everybody's."
They're not
and I'm
wrong.
like, well, you're not wrong, and I've got the throat spray to prove it. But as far as fisting goes, I know many fisting bottoms who really enjoy fisting, but sometimes have a hard time opening up to begin with, or when they see the size of my hands, choose to use a little numbing cream. I don't necessarily think it is a really smart idea because of exactly what Meatball said, that you could be sort of injuring yourself. But I think a lot of guys who use it are sort of tuned in enough with their bodies, and they know, like, once I'm in the groove and I've like let a full hand inside me and we're going, it's pleasurable and that's what I want to do. But in order to like get over the first hump, I need a little numbing cream. And so a lot of guys will like start with numbing cream. There's Preparation H that has lidocaine in it. And so you can like put that on your butt before fisting happens, and then people use a numbing cream along with their favorite lube to like, it's like mixed in with the lube, so there's a little bit of numbing. So
That's fucked up.
Definitely finish your quote.
Ganj. I don't know what the quote is.
That's fucked up. You're sick.
Oh. What? You're the one that keeps bringing it up. God, you must be traumatized.
Yeah.
Have you talked to your therapist about it?
Well, we had some like general conversations. It's hard when they're like, unlike your therapist who knows who I am, my therapist is not
Mine
at all
follows me on Instagram.
Tapped into the like gay world or the internet world, really.
I
so
found
like,
one that is gay and tapped in because I need to hear someone's opinion.
I get it. So I have to like sort of explain what going viral means, like podcasting. Like it's a little more like spiritual, our conversations, which maybe I should be doing the opposite. Maybe I should have someone in the thick of it. Remember when that was viral? Into the thick of it.
And then she died recently.
Who did?
The creator of that cartoon.
Oh, that's sad.
She was a black woman.
How'd she die?
I don't really know, but I think that it's interesting that was the first time that I learned that was like a cartoon from the perspective of like black children. Which
what cartoon is it from? I only know the sound.
The Backyardigans.
The Backyardigans.
Hold on, I'll look up their names too, because then that's when I was like, wow. But I was too old to watch it.
Right.
Yeah, their names were Uniqua, Tyrone, Pablo, and Austin.
The Backyardigans. It's sort of like a
Tasha,
like young friends who hang out in the backyard and have adventures.
Yeah, and made up adventures.
So
they've had so many children actors go through these roles.
People do use numbing cream. And the second part of your question, which is where do you go in there? You go wherever the body lets you go.
You just kind of rearrange their guts.
Some people just want you to go just inside. Other people want you to go forward a lot. Other people want you to go more up or more down.
No, but I think the question is like, there's a hard, sharp turn in the intestines.
But the intestines are not hard.
Yeah. No, I know. Well, yes, I know it's not.
So when
when I say hard, sharp, I just mean there's a sharp turn. So it's like you're just kind of, again, you're moving the intestines around inside.
Yeah, tell us about all of your experiences being inside someone with your hand.
I haven't, but you were answering the question in a weird way. I don't think that's the way they were asking it.
Okay.
So I just answered it. Next call.
Send a squiggly line and a thumbs up.
Don't play with me.
Hey, Pucks. I am calling back. I was the guy that called a few months ago about the guy who fucked his brother. I didn't fuck him. I hooked up with someone who admitted he fucked his brother. Anyway, I have another story. I have been meeting up with this guy for about a month and a half. He's super hot, super ripped, absolute fucking freak pig. I piss on him. I fuck his throat. We use the throat slime he makes for lube. He can take it real hard without poppers. I was in love. He's texting me all the time. Good morning, handsome. We're talking all day throughout the day. He is in town waiting to close on his house, so he's staying in Airbnbs. And the weekend he would disappear into a small town about an hour outside of the city that we live in. It got to the point where I was feeling some sort of feeling about him, and I was like, I wanted to share that. And he sat me down on the bed, and he said, I have something to tell you. I am not single. I am married and have 2 children. And then I confirmed, is it with a nice lady or is it with a man? And it was with a nice woman. He pulled up his Instagram, showed me years and years and years of pictures with him and his wife and his 2 kids. And the whole time I'm thinking, you can take dick better than anybody I have ever had sex with in my 30-plus years of living on this earth. So I definitely have fucked him a few more times since then, but the feelings are gone. But I just want to know, what's worse? Cheating on your wife
jealous or crazy.
And, being a liar to your children, or sending people to the wrong apartment when you aren't sure if you want to hook up with them. All right, if you can let me know what you think about that, I can't wait to hear it. Goodbye.
He ate you up, bitch. He ate you up. How do you know that his wife doesn't know? Did he say, I'm cheating on my wife with you? Or is he saying, like,
I'm not single.
I'm not single and she's okay with me, like, being gay, but, like, outside of the house?
There's a man I know like that.
There's a man I know like that, too. Oh, no. Is he white?
Yes.
Dipper, is he in L.A.?
Sometimes.
Oh, no, this guy lives here.
Oh.
Whew. Wipe that sweat off your forehead.
I can guarantee
it's weird.
It's already happened, by the way. I can just guarantee that.
Oh, I know for a fact that it probably has. Do you know for a fact that it happened?
I don't know for a fact, but I feel like, and I feel like there's someone out there listening who is on a little mission.
Who's sitting there like Thanos, just like laughing.
Plotting.
Like, I'm going to collect them all.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm going to show up one day and be like, hello.
That's what I should say to the guy at Homestay.
We've had this conversation before. Yes. So from this story, we do not know if the man said, I'm not single, so slow down on those feelings. I have a wife, but we can still fuck. or if he said, I'm cheating on my wife and she doesn't know. Like, we don't know that detail of the story. And so that is this challenge. We've had this conversation numerous times on the pod. Some people believe that if you find out that the person is partnered, even though you are not making the decision to cheat, you're just participating in it, that holds the same amount of, guilt.
But okay, but yes. I actually agree with that. I feel
lot
like
of
if you
people
know
agree
that
with that.
person has a partner and they're cheating and you're actively being a part of it, to me,
right.
If you know for a fact that they are cheating.
Well, let me play part 2.
Hey, I'm the guy that just called in about fucking the married dude with kids. I forgot to mention he gave me gonorrhea, and it felt like I was peeing razor blades for 5 days, and I still went back and fucked him a few more times. That's how good it was. Okay, bye!
So he must not be fucking... Well, okay.
Rise up lights. Say rise.
Rise.
Up.
Up.
Lights.
Lights. Rise up lights. Rise up lights. Okay, say whale.
Whale.
Oil.
Oil.
Be.
Damned.
Let's say it all together.
Whale oil be damned.
Well, oil be damned. You know what I mean?
Cockney?
Yeah.
Well, oil be damned.
Rise up lights.
Rise up lights.
Rise up lights.
Yeah, so this person went back, of course. Fucked him a few more times.
So maybe his wife knows. If he has gonorrhea, she probably has it if they're actively having sex.
Yeah, or maybe they're not actively having sex and he just has it in his ass. And she never goes back there, so she doesn't know. It is tricky. All of this is tricky because you just sort of like never know. And listen, I agree with Meatball. I think that even though I am a person who doesn't really believe in monogamy, and I don't think that, having sex with a person outside of a relationship is cause for like exploding your entire life, I do feel like not being honest and hiding and not being trustworthy is something that isn't ideal in a relationship and is a breach of trust and is worth sort of reevaluating your relationship with that person. So I think it really depends on what is happening. The challenge, I think, in a lot of these scenarios are people who have been married for like a decade or 2 decades.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, we don't have sex at all anymore. Our marriage has become completely platonic and we are don't ask, don't tell. I know a handful of people like that who literally, they're like, I have not had sex or any sort of physical touch with my married husband for over a decade. We cohabitate, we live together, our finances are intertwined, we take care of our aging parents together, but we do absolutely nothing romantic. And I'm like, well, do you talk about the fact that you have sex outside of the marriage? And it's like, no, it's just sort of this like unspoken thing. I don't know that I don't
think I could do that.
But I think there
like
are plenty of people who are in that situation.
Yeah. But it's like, do they even like each other? Or is it just like we just got used to like this is the situation now?
Right. I mean, but maybe they love being friends and being connected and living together and watching their shows and the way that they've built their life. I just feel like that's why I'm not, like monogamy or die type of person, because I'm like, I feel like you should be able to be in the position where you go like, well, I'm fucking a bunch of other people because we literally do not fuck anymore.
Yeah.
And that has no bearing on us being together in our life.
Yeah.
And that can be okay, but I feel like you do need to communicate it.
I think there needs to be some communication. And sometimes that communication leads to figuring out what you both really need in the world. Next call.
Well,
you hear those dogs barking?
No, not at all.
Oh.
Let's take a break.
Let's take a fucking break. And we're back.
Hello.
Hello. I'm just reminding you all to please make your way on over to Precinct on April 19th for Fat Slut Los Angeles.
Oh.
I will warn you all, this one will probably have a very long line because it is the Drag Race Grand Finale. So the bar will be packed starting at probably 8:00. So if you want to come see the show, which is starring Miss Toto from Chicago, Nikki Jizz from San Francisco, Kyra Jete, Erica Clash, Apple a Day, and the incredible, the incomparable Maureen San Diego, and myself, please make your way on over early and buy lots of cocktails. This is going to be the last time that you will probably be able to get in without having to pay the door cover if you come early, because...
Are you making changes, Mama?
Well, maybe I need to get paid.
What about All Stars?
Oh, fuck! Is that on Fridays too?
I don't know when they air that.
I hope they air that on a fucking Wednesday or some shit. They need to quit ruining my Friday nights. Remember when Drag Race was on Monday and it really helped? It saved clubs. When Drag Race was on Monday night, people would go out to every bar that was showing it, and that bar would get a major boost in sales for a Monday, and it wouldn't fuck with their Friday night gigs and shows in Gigarama. Friday nights are... Okay, I'm not going to get into it.
Yeah, they're going to be busy anyways.
It's going to be busy anyway. I don't need to see Drag Race on a Friday night, bitch. Put it on a Monday night. I will go to a bar and watch it from 8 to 9 and then stick around until 10 p.m. and then I will head home.
On Mondays.
Bring it back on Monday nights. Because I used to watch them at the Eagle.
Do you remember Brita Filter?
No. Who's Brita Filter?
You don't remember Brita Filter?
Who? What do you say? Like the thing that you clean your water with?
No, the lady who's a drag queen.
Oh my God, yes.
I just remember.
Oh my God, yes, I remember Brita Filter. Did she? She had like she needed to take a break from drag. I think she still does drag sometimes.
No, she does. The whole thing reminds me of like, that period of time when like these local queens, I don't know, when queens were really turning the party. There was like so much cool performance going on. Mondays were like Drag Race, and then people would stick around and do these like really exciting drag shows on Monday nights, and like it was like it felt like community. And now, it just feels like the goal is like, how can I figure out the best way to get on TV? I just brought up Brita because I remember when I was living in New York, like that bitch would always turn the fucking party.
She is that girl. She's always been that queen.
It'd be like 1,000 different.
She's unforgettable.
Yes, and like so many different dance moves and mixes, and she really.
I was just talking to someone recently because I was like, and I'm not trying to pump myself up, but looking at the queens from recent seasons versus old seasons, like say Brita Filter, I just looked at her Instagram. She's got 162,000 Instagram followers. She was on season what, 13? But the queens from season 15, like the early outs and stuff that were like the same, went home at the same time as her, only have like 50,000 or 60,000.
Whoa!
And it's just like, is it the oversaturation, or do people just not care to follow drag queens anymore?
I think
because I remember it was like the minute you got announced on that show, it used to be like, 200,000 immediately.
I think there is oversaturation that's happening, and then I think additionally, like,
no one uses Instagram anymore.
Well, and also like people are waiting. They're waiting to see, like, it used to be, I'll just follow you no matter what because I love Drag Race and I want to follow you. But now people are waiting to see, like, if they like you, because they're like, I'm already following 25 drag queens from TV. Like, which 3 of you are going to make the cut this year?
Mm-hmm.
It is so, I mean, it is so wild, right?
It's so wild how many there are.
And how many of them are doing very unique things.
Well, there's less of them doing unique things than there are of them just being like, I got on TV. I should be rich now.
Look at my long hair that's got sculpted spaghetti on top. Lizards.
I rhinestoned
Snakes. I rhinestoned it. Do you know about chaps? And I'll keep saying it for all you motherfuckers out there. Assless chaps.
I don't understand. Are people mad about that?
Yeah, they say assless. They say chaps are inherently assless. So when you say assless chaps,
oh yeah,
like
but I think it sounds
melodic
sexier.
Song.
Assless chap.
Or saying a food meal.
Or an ATM machine.
Yes, automatic teller machine. You ate them up, girly pop.
I got them, bitch. Next call.
All right, this is the last call I have today.
Hey, you fucks. Got a good fuck talk here that I was reminded of after the discussion about old men hookups. And classic story, me staying with family, rural area, near Sky on the Grid, was 30 miles away, and 75 or 70. And I was like,
God.
Sure, slay, let's do this. So
sometimes it's better
I
just
drive
to jerk
over there.
off.
I arrive at his old farmhouse. We have a lovely time. He shows me around, including his pet cemetery, complete with gravestones for his little pets. We go back inside. I rail him on his old creaky bed that sounded like it was going to break. And then when I left, he gave me a jar of honey that his own bees on the farm had produced. It was a wonderful time. Hooking up with older people is great. Hooking up with everybody is great. I did have to explain to my mom why I arrived home with a random ass jar of honey. But it was great. However, I will say the kissing thing is true. Nobody taught that generation how to kiss, or maybe they just, I don't know, didn't have any references. Anyway, goodbye.
I like a little parting gift. That
fine.
Wait. Did he say honey?
Yeah. Did you hook up with that man?
Now hold on a second.
Did this man have a pet cemetery when you went over to his home?
No pet cemetery. What part of the country? Because, okay, when I was doing the opera.
Yeah, it sounds like an upstate New York thing.
I hooked up with a man
who was 75.
He wasn't 75, but there were a couple things about him. These are the things about him, and all of these align with my type. Socialized, straight, married, has grandkids, but then got divorced and came out in his 50s. So lives on a big farmhouse and has toys for the grandkids around, but he's retired now. Now has a bear boyfriend, but when I first met him 5 years ago on a trip upstate, he was single. And we hooked up. Huge dick, bottom. Huge dick, totally knows how to fuck great, but loves to get fucked in the ass because he came out later in life. Then there's a quilt on the bed. It's a old, likes to make out, be romantic. It's an old farmhouse with beautiful handmade wooden furniture, a rocking chair in the corner, a quilt on the bed, a fireplace in the room, very
I don't like that. I don't like that. Gives me
old lady vibes.
Old lady vibes.
Old maiden type of bed.
Murder vibes.
But when I went back and saw him this time, he was like, you should come with my boyfriend's here. And he sent me his boyfriend. I was like, can't have two trolls in the bed with you, sir. So I wasn't into the boyfriend. That was rude of me to say. But I wasn't into the boyfriend. And he was like, we play separate.
Because it was too similar of a type, or was he actually ugly, or was he too handsome.
It was like too similar of a type, and I knew that I liked this other guy, but I didn't know what the boyfriend was going to give.
I don't know. I love a threesome or a foursome more than just one-on-one now.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I love.
So,
the guys
anyways,
like,
I
my,
went,
my
and then when I
husband's
was
gonna be there
leaving,
too.
he
Do
was
you
like,
mind?
"Sorry,
I'm
we're
like,
just
I don't
talking
even
at
care. I don't
literally
even
the
need to
exact
see
same
what he looks
time."
like. He's gonna be in the
Yeah,
room.
I just wanted
He
to
sit in the
finish
chair, and if I don't like it,
telling
then I'll
my
fucking
part of the
leave, and
story,
then that's fine for me
which
because
was
baby,
that when we
two dicks is
finished
better than
fucking,
one.
when I went
if we both fuck
downstairs,
him, it'll
he
be
was like, "Do you
loose.
see out there? I have all of those honey, all of those the bees out there." And he goes, and he gave me a jar of his honey when I left.
Honey is like a commodity. Why would he be giving it away? I'd be.
Because he liked what had happened upstairs in the kill room, as you called it. All right. Well,
it just reminds me of that time that guy was like, "Yeah, I showed up at the guy's house and there's a big glass cage and there was a huge snake in it." And I was like, "Get out. He's going to kill you and feed you to that snake."
People are weird. Everyone's weird. Well, I don't even know what happened today. Did you have a good time?
Was the honey good?
The honey was great.
Do you put honey in coffee? I saw someone do that the other day and I was like, you fucking disgust me.
No, disgusting.
Disgusting.
Can't do honey.
Brown sugar, cinnamon, I get. Mint. I even get people putting mint in a coffee.
No.
I think the flavors fight each other, but that makes more sense to me than honey.
No.
Sorry if you didn't get your ticket to Fat Slut New York. It's this Friday. I'd say still come to the door. They said that there would be some door tickets for sale.
Tonight, come to the Sultan Room and see Sloppy Seconds live.
Honestly, you'll be able to sit and you'll be more comfortable because, baby, at Fat Slut, we're at capacity. So you're going to be shoulder to shoulder, squished in like a sardine.
It's going to be like you at the fucking Wicked show watching Charlene.
Yes. I need to hire someone to run me drinks from the front to the back because I'm not going to be doing that.
Well, you know my friend I just put on the list.
Donnell. Concrete. Would he work?
He probably wants to watch the show.
He probably wants to watch and have a good time. Also at Fat Slut, look out. We're going to have some of my favorite vendors. We got Dustin from Gay Pins. We have Matthew Dean Stewart selling his delicious candles. And Babinka will be selling drugs. No, it'll be like edible candies. See, all completely legal, edible, and cookies and Goodbye. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of Sloppy Seconds. You can follow us on Instagram at sloppypod. You can send us an email at sloppysecondspod@gmail.com or call in with your own fuck talk story to 213-536-9180. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't ever miss an episode, which comes out every Tuesday and Friday. Now, I got to get to home state and say, I love the way you make my coffee. Watch him not work the one time I go in.
Well, goodbye.
Bye.
To get access to our full uncensored video episodes ad-free and one day early, sign up for Mom Plus Gold at mompodcasts.plus.
Sloppy Seconds is produced by Moguls of Media, a.k.a. Mom.
Hosted by Big Dipper and Meatball.
Engineered by Margot Padilla.
Editing and sound design by William Pitts.
Executive produced by Willem, Alaska Thunderfuck, Big Dipper, and Joe Cilio.
Our artwork was drawn by Christian Cimarroni.
And our theme song was written by Mike Malarkey.